Hey everyone, we are back with James the Leslie's Express Lane, getting you in and out as fast as possible. Holy hell, another day of Do We Live in Real Life? Dun 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 with DSP. This comes from 2013. F you. No, I will never beg for money just like how I never beg for subs or likes favorites. You win shithead of the day. Ah, my, how the times have changed. I saw this, it reminded me of my special project that I did where he shit all over Twitch. I was like, hey, Pop, meet Kettle. But, of course, this is him on Twitter. What does he do off of Twitter? Oh, this is him on Reddit. Now, obviously, this is a tweet of his on Reddit. He shit all over Apex. Oh, EA is claiming my videos over the music, dude. They're gonna ruin my business. I'm gonna lose my house. The actual composer. Oh, because my hand disappears. Stephen Barton. Actual composer of the music. Actually, no, they didn't, and no, they aren't. It's being rectified as we speak. I even noticed this. Like early Apex, fine. Newest Apex, get copyright claimed. Oh no, the 3 cents I could have possibly made on that video, I can't make. Don't care. Hobby. Unlike DSP, I'm not going to lose my houses and cars and 2 internet lines and 2 phones and 2 everything if a video gets claimed, because it's just a hobby. Obviously, he calls him brainless idiot and is like, hey, sincerely, the brainless idiot that wrote the music. But wait, it gets better. Actually, I had audio for this from DSP shitting over the guy who was playing Tetris 99.
Music and Apex responded to your tweet and said, EA has nothing
Again, the composer from EA responded to me.
to do with copyright. It was a mistake. I think an apology is needed. It doesn't... Music does not accidentally get loaded into YouTube's Content ID system and get matched to one of the big music claiming companies. In particular, the exact song in Apex, it's called, I think it's like You Are the Jump Master.
They uploaded the music to the thing because obviously people are going to take the music and upload it to their own videos. Exclusively, just the music. What they're trying to do is stop people from doing that. Not stop people from live streaming the video game.
That's the name of the song. Got claimed by the Orchard Music, which is the third-party music claiming company that was hired by EA. I don't care what the composer of the music said. EA claimed the music on my video, period. So no matter...
Yes. And it turns out that, this is not why they uploaded this. They uploaded it to get people who are just uploading the song itself. Not the people, like the composer said.
No matter how much fucking damage control they try, it doesn't work. The video got fucking claimed, and EA needs to stop that shit. I hate to say it, it's true. I don't care what the composer says. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about.
That's right. The composer who wrote the music has no idea what he's talking about. I know better. I'm DSP. I know better. Fuck you. No. I need something to calm me down. Hey. Anyways. But I had date number 2 from Reddit. He was on the top 20 on the front page. And even better, 30,000 upvotes. This exploded all over freaking Reddit, for crying out loud. I love it. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit. Doesn't matter. He's going to get shit on. It just keeps on giving. DSP jerked off on stream. I don't know how you can top that. Sorry, what? DSP jerked off on stream. I don't know how you can top that. You're right there, Pathfinder. And this is from the Apex Reddit from last I heard. And again, Stephen Barton, the composer. Nobody intended it to be at the expense of the live streamers and all that. Quite obviously. So give them a few days to smarten the system up so it can differentiate. There's lots of things about the platforms that are sort of being figured out as we go. I've been a content creator on YouTube for over 10 years. 10-year legacy. Those guys don't know how to smarten anything. A decade of personal experience backs up the statement. Snort, burp. If you actually care about fans, do not load video game stuff into Content ID. Because the truth, it won't ever get fixed. Terrible impersonation, but spot on. But wait a minute. There's more. This was posted at 3:26 a.m. Eastern, so 12:26 a.m. his time. 12:30 in the morning. Did Kiwifarm just get taken down or a bunch of people trolling me? First of all, what are you doing up at 12:30 in the morning, dude? You stopped your live stream at about, I want to say, let's see, 11, so 10, 9, about 8 o'clock his time. So this is 4.5 hours after his late stream, his time. 4.5 hours after his late stream. So he's been up doing nothing but drinking gin and watching Netflix and WWE Network. And browsing Kiwifarms for 4.5 hours. Or some people might want you to believe that. No. He was just on his Twitter and people were tweeting at him as soon as it went down. It was not like he was on Kiwifarms and Kiwifarms went down as he was on it. No, it's not that. Kiwifarms was switching servers. They didn't go down. They were just switching servers, basic maintenance stuff. Of course, the tweet was deleted, obviously, after he got several messages mentioning how he just exposed that he reads troll shit late at night. Again, 12:30 his time. Site goes down. He immediately somehow magically knows. Or I'm sorry, thousands of my fans tweeted at me, hey, do you know Kiwifarms just went down like 5 seconds ago? And it took him 5 seconds to make that tweet. I don't think so. He was probably on it when it went down. You just got completely exposed for reading and caring about Kiwi. But again, he eventually deleted the tweet because, oops, it exposed him. Now it's like, oh, video's over? No. It gets better. Remember, I told you, he gets shit on YouTube. Not just from detractors. This is Review Tech USA. Lolcow. Your typical Lolcow. Fat white guy. Oh, wait a minute. I'm a fat white guy. Sad face. Anyways. But he made an entire video about this. Apex Legends content ID problems and why DSP gaming is failing.
Legitimately critical.
Mind you, I haven't watched this video yet, but we're gonna speed it up. 1.25.
Size DSP gaming. Yes. Oh, yes. And he didn't fap this time. He didn't fap.
It's the guy I'm watching his Twitch. The guy who jerked off on stream.
But he still did something stupid. Because he's DSP.
All right, you know what? I've never covered this guy before. Never watched his stuff before, but you know what? That right there, I'm going to give this video a thumbs up afterwards because that was fucking great already.
Skip it up and that up. So YouTube's content ID system. It's fun. I love it. Well, anyway, especially recently, most likely because Article 13 in Europe is moving forward, even more so because no one's really paying attention. YouTube's copyright ID system has become even more vigilant. Every day I have more videos. Luckily, they're older ones that I'm not even trying to fight the copyright claims. They get like 1 view a year now. All my older videos are in content ID claims. They don't give you strikes. What happens is you don't make any money off them and you have to dispute them. And a lot of times, unless the video is getting tons of views, it's not even worth disputing. And it's just like, oh, look, that list is growing. Videos from 4 years ago that no one watches anymore now have content ID claims. Yay. Yes, it's a very flawed system, but YouTube has to have this content ID system as a safe harbor, because if they don't use this flawed system, then every record label and every movie studio would try to sue them into oblivion, and YouTube couldn't exist. So as flawed as the content ID system is, it's the reason why I could do this for a living. Yay, isn't it fun that you have to depend on a flawed system to keep your livelihood going? Well, anyway, Apex Legends, which is a battle royale game that was released by EA and developed by Respawn Entertainment and came out of nowhere, like literally, has been becoming very popular, and it's been live streamed a lot both on Twitch and on YouTube. And well, the main theme, if you stream it on YouTube, is getting people who are streaming the game copyright ID claims. And people, of course, aren't happy, because when your video has an ID claim on it, you don't make any money. As a matter of fact, the composer of Apex Legends music, Stephen Barton, actually said this on Reddit about the situation. Hey y'all, we're investigating what's happening here at the moment. It's new territory for me, but to my understanding, it's not expected. I always thought that such things were covered by fair use, because legally they are. But I suspect it's an automated system being overzealous and not understanding the difference between the inbuilt game of music and music put on by the content creator after. afterwards, and therefore it was triggered by the soundtrack going live for sale. I think the Orchard Company is a parent company of the record label, but I'm not sure. So I guess that the Apex Legends soundtrack is actually now available for purchase. When that happens, I guess they put it into the soundtrack into YouTube's algorithm, and if it picks up that audio soundtrack, then it puts a content ID claim, which is such a broken way to protect the copyright system. But again, it's all that YouTube has right now. It's their safe harbor. If they didn't have this YouTube content ID system, YouTube just couldn't exist, period. With the way the flawed copyright system in the States and now throughout the world, especially good old Article 13, it looks like it is going to pass. Yeah, they need to have this system. It sucks. Well, anyway, Twitter users were understandably complaining about this. One of them is my favorite, by the way, because, oh, Phil, you just, after doing it for all these years, you still understand what you're doing wrong. It's going to be so fun. So fun. I'm not going to attack the guy, but anyway, hold on. So people were complaining, understandably, on Twitter about this because it should be covered under fair use. They're streaming. It's a transformative work, blah, 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 legal terms, legal terms, legal terms. Well, anyway, this guy on Twitter said, hey there, Composer Barton. Apex Legends' main theme, Stephen Barton, is for some reason copyrighted by the Orchard Music. Can you do something about this? This is literally the in-game music and is affecting all Apex Legends content creators. Stephen Barton responds with, we're on it being investigated. I think it's an automated system since the soundtrack album went live, but I flagged it internally yesterday afternoon after a few other streamers who hit similar issues mentioned it. So look, it's good, man. The guy's working on it. EA's working on it. Trust me, they want you streaming Apex Legends. The
yes, they do.
Resolved. If they want to be competitive with Fortnite.
I say, that's the thing. They want this game all over YouTube. They want this game over Twitch because it's free to play. The only way they make money is if you play the game and go, I want that skin. I want that skin. I want Caustic. I don't feel like playing 100 hours just so I can unlock him. They want you to play the game. They want you to buy the microtransactions. And if things like this mess up that, well, then they don't make as much money. It's like, all right, do we copyright claim over the music and get that music company 12 cents per video? Or do we sell an extra $1 million worth of microtransactions? Guess which one's EA is going to go for?
PUBG and so on and so forth, even though I don't really consider PUBG a competitor anymore. I know a lot of people are still playing it, but PUBG's not what it was in 2017. They're gonna fix this. Trust me, they didn't mean to do it. Shit happens. YouTube's content ID system is flawed. But now, DSP Gaming does what he does best and makes himself look like an idiot. And that's just what he did right here. They call me DSP, said on Twitter, and I saw this with my own eyes, and you're seeing it now. Warning, the brainless idiots at EA, he has such a way with words, have loaded the 30-second clip of music when you jump from the plane in Apex Legends into YouTube's content ID system, and all of my vids are now getting claimed. Yes, EA is actually this stupid/greedy, so disable music in the game. Phil, I have my issues with EA. Hold on, let me just read you Stephen Barton's reply, because Phil just made himself look really bad. Stephen Barton said, actually, no, they didn't. And no, they aren't. And it's being rectified. It was automation, a knock-on effect of releasing the soundtrack album to all digital platforms. We're working on it, not intended behavior. Sincerely, the brainless idiot that wrote the music.
Which I just covered.
Okay. Phil. Now, before I criticize Phil and let him know that this is his part of his major inherent flaw, that he takes himself way too serious. I have made many mistakes in my YouTube career. I have made many to the point that probably is the reason why I'm not at 1 million subscribers yet. Okay, I've done dumb things in the past. I've given trolls way too...
All right, already I'm liking this guy more and more. Because I'm like, certain pig roach. It's like, no, I fucked up. I've made mistakes. That's why I'm not at 1 million subscribers yet, because I messed up. You know what, Review Tech? I'm definitely going to make sure I hit the upvote on this video, because I'm sure he's done a lot of stupid shit, but he just admitted, like, yeah, I messed up. I've done stupid shit. And it's one thing to do stupid shit. It's another thing to go like, oh, I probably shouldn't have done that. I messed up. Because you get people who make mistakes. DSP, and then, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. It is their fault. Anyways, back to the video.
Too much attention, which I've done a complete 180 on. Took me long enough to realize it because I am an idiot myself, but I finally learned that the worst thing you could do is feed a troll. Only took me about 2 or 3 years to learn that, but I did. Your problem, Phil. Now, this is just take this from a guy who just went where a company manually put a false copyright strike on my account. Okay, and I lost it there, which that's more understandable. I think no one could get mad at me or Kyle from Bitwit for losing it when a company, abuses the system purposely, manually, because they're trying to sweep something under the rug. But Phil, you've been doing this for longer than I have. You know how the content ID system works. You don't get strikes because of this, but it's a flaw. So learn. Here is the problem: is that you go from 0 to 1,000 miles an hour instead of yeah, the perfect example of how to kind of handle something was when YouTube says that videos can now get demonetized due to negative comments, and I said, YouTube, that's absolutely ridiculous. Like that system can be abused. It's virtually impossible, especially if you have a larger channel, to control the comments, so on and so forth. You instantly go into like demeaning people, the brainless idiots at EA. You know the content ID system is flawed. It's not just EA. You know that the system as a whole is flawed. I'm getting, especially now because Article 13 in Europe is moving forward, I'm getting all these different videos now getting content ID claims on them. And it's not the brain-dead idiots. It's YouTube trying to cover their asses. So if Article 13 goes into full effect a couple of years from now, they aren't hit with lawsuits from everybody under the sun. But you always go to this brainless dead idiots. You even call people at YouTube like nasty names, and it puts you on this island where you're isolated from everybody. You constantly, I've seen you, Phil, and I'm not talking about like troll highlights videos. I've seen your streams, and you give your trolls way too much attention too. And you would think after year upon year of you going through the same thing that you would learn, and you don't learn, and that's why you're in the situation you're in with your channel. Look, I've done countless mistakes, and I'm still going to make mistakes. I'm human. I'm a dumbass, and I'm sure I'm going to screw up stuff in the future. But you don't seem to learn from your mistakes. Like, that was not the way to handle that situation. The brainless idiots. Now, if you got a strike on your account, then I could see you being a little more mad. But you know how this content ID system works. And you go way too far, and you have the composer of the game that you're live streaming knowing now that you called him a brain-dead idiot, and you burned another bridge. And this is why, as a whole, Phil, your career both on Twitch and on YouTube are hurting. Because you are so out of touch with the things that you should have changed about yourself that it's almost too late now for you, dude. And I know
He's
you're
not
going to see
wrong.
this video and get pissed off, but I don't dislike you. I'm just trying to give you some advice.
I can't wait for the
I may
pre-stream
have made a lot
tomorrow.
of mistakes too, but I've
Well,
also done a
depending
lot
on
more
whenever
right
this video gets
on my
uploaded, I
channel,
don't
and
know.
that's why I'm further along, man. Not to bring up Fapgate again, but it's another perfect example of how you take yourself too seriously. Look, and I gave you credit with that. That situation could happen to anybody. It's happened to female streamers. It's happened to guy streamers. You think that OBS is off. You think that, hey, man, I'm done streaming. I want to go check out Pornhub. And the next thing you know, you're fapping, and you think you're done streaming, and everyone's seeing that you're fapping. And it was obvious that you were, and luckily we didn't see your mushroom. Because if we did, you wouldn't have a career at all right now. But where you messed up again is because you take yourself too seriously. You didn't just come out and say it. No pun intended with saying come right there, but you get my point. You didn't just come out and say, hey, look, guys, yeah, thought the camera was off. I gave myself a little stress reliever there. Happens, I'm sorry. And if you did that situation not only would have just went away much quicker, probably would have helped your career a little bit. But you tried to brush it off as, oh, I was scratching my leg, I was doing this, I was doing that. And then when you saw that it was starting to get attention, then you actually started to play along with it. But it was too late, and people saw you were trying to take it too seriously, and you're trying to damage control it at first. Stop, Phil, taking yourself seriously, dude. That's your biggest character flaw, and that's the biggest thing that hurts your channel, and that's why you have people keep trolling you, because they know they can always get a rise out of you. Take it from someone who fed the trolls for way too long myself, until I finally put the brakes on about a little over a year ago. Stop feeding the trolls, stop taking yourself seriously, and stop posting dumbass crap like that where you call the composer of a video game that you're live streaming a brainless idiot.
Love it.
Because it does nothing but hurt your career. YouTube's copyright system is flawed, and there's nothing we could do about it, because if it didn't exist, we wouldn't exist. Stop leaving dumbass tweets like that, and stop taking yourself so seriously. This is Richard Review Tech USA signing out. Have a good one. I know no matter what I say, he's still going to hate me more for saying this because he doesn't get it, but it's what it is.
Hey, congratulations if you made it to the end of the...
And just like that, he gets an upvote. Yay, upvote. That was actually really well done. I'm surprised because, again, I've never really covered him. I've heard of him, obviously, Review Tech USA. I know he's a Lolcow, but maybe he's changed. Like you said, I stopped feeding the trolls and all that. So maybe he has changed from back when he was more of a Lolcow. That was actually really well done. Huh. It doesn't hurt that he was shitting all over DSP, which I love. I love it a lot. But yeah, this is just DSP being DSP in DSP on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Reddit, Kiwifarms. Doesn't matter where he goes, he messes up everything. And everyone points and goes, "It's the guy! It's the guy! Look at him, he's right there! I'm watching his Twitch. He's the guy who jerked off on camera." Everyone sees it. Everyone knows it. Love it. Anyways, what do you guys think? I love it. And as always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.